The next area that we're going to look at under the Create tab is uploading photos. Uploading photos is very simple. We have an option here of a simple form or of a mass upload form. Let me use the simple form first. As you can see, you simply click Add Photos. I'm in the My Pictures directory in a subdirectory called Recipes. That's the photos that I'm going to work with today. Simply select the photo and it's uploaded. Now the way to work most efficiently in your photos is by working with albums, much the same way that we work with folders and files. We just call them albums when we're working with photos. So now I'm going to upload my photos to an album. And you can see I don't have any albums currently, so new album is the only option I have, and now I can give it a unique name over here, and I'll call it Recipes. And I'm going to add files. Just add one for now. But what I really want to do is use the mass upload. I want to upload several files at once. Click Add Images. I already have that one, so let me get the rest of the top row here. I'm just going to hold the Shift key so I can select them all at once. Adding all the files. And now I click Upload. Okay, so now you see I have an album called Recipes with all of the photos that I added to it. And I'm going to click on Edit Album. And there's a few things I can do here. One thing you'll notice right away when you look at the photos that I uploaded is it actually picked up the file name as the description by default. Now I could add more to that description if I wanted to, but for my purposes that's sufficient. It also gives me the option here of selecting a cover photo. By default it's giving me the first one on the list, but I could take anything I want. So I'll just say choose cover, and let's say I really wanted this one. So now it's given me the new cover photo that I've selected. And I click Photos, and you can see my directory is there. So let's make another directory. I'll click on New Album again. We'll call this one Recipes 2. And I'm going to upload photos. Let's use the simple form this time. And you can see from my drop down here I can select the album that I want. By default it had the one that I just created. I'm clicking on Add Files, and I don't believe I got these three. And there's Recipes 2. I want to click on Edit. I'm going to pick a cover photo for this one also. Now I can always go back and add or delete more files to my photos. I can simply click here, or I could click Edit. And here you see I have the ability to select the ones that I want, or select all, or deselect all. I could also move this from one folder or one album to another album. Let's say I really wanted this one to be in Recipes 1. So that now moved that photo out of Recipes 2 into Recipes 1. And I can always add more photos to this album as well. Just select Upload Photo. Either simple upload or mass upload, whichever you prefer. They really accomplish the same function. So add images, and let's just say that I really meant to add these and I didn't. And you want to be careful to select your correct album. See, by default this was going to put it into a new album, but I really want those to go into Recipes 2. And click Upload. And now you can see that all these photos have been added to Recipes 2. I see that I have a duplicate, and there's two ways that we could take care of getting rid of that duplicate. I could either edit the album, as we've showed you before. I could select the duplicate and delete it, or I could go into the directory again, and you'll notice they have a nice slideshow and comment area as well, which I could also use to delete my extra file. Are you sure you want to delete? Yes. And I can see I have another duplicate here, so let's go ahead and take care of that one also. This time I'll say edit. Here's the duplicate. If I have multiple files to work with, I could use that, or I can simply delete it from the button right here. It gives me the option to restore if I've made a mistake, but in this case I haven't, so I'll just say save. Let's take a look at the slideshow features again. I'm just going to click on any photo, and that'll give me my starting point. You'll see that it gives me the title, which I can edit from here. I could make comments. Tells me the album that it's in, who created it, how many times it's been viewed, when it was added. The grayscaling allows you to see it on a different background. The edit button will also rotate the photo if it's not correct. In this case it was, but oftentimes you'll get a photo that's in landscape and needs to be set to portrait. And we could also turn on the slideshow, which will play through all of the photos that we have in this album. You can also use the numbers to jump around if you prefer, or you can use the slider to jump quickly to whichever one it was that you wanted to look at. So there's some nice features in here. And that's the basics of how to create albums and add photos.